Our bodies are incredible, complex ecosystems, home to a variety of organisms that both support and challenge our health. While most of us know that we host countless types of bacteria, few of us are aware of just how common parasites are. These microscopic intruders can have a powerful, often unseen impact on our health and well being, influencing everything from digestion to immune function. Many of us unknowingly live with parasites whose silent presence disrupts the delicate balance of our gut, where so much of our health originates. If you're a regular listener of the Follow Your Gut podcast, you know how foundational a balanced gut is to our overall wellness. In today's episode, we're diving deep into the connection between parasites and gut health, why regular rebalancing and cleansing are really important, and how a balanced gut can be your best defense. Welcome to Follow Your Gut. I'm your host, Juniper. If you found yourself here, it means you're ready to unlock the happiest and healthiest version of yourself and step into your role as the most confident leader of your family's wellness. Together, we'll navigate the path to optimal health and vitality. Let's dive in and transform your life. Parasites are more common than most people realize. In fact, it's estimated that billions worldwide and millions in the United States alone are infected with various types of parasites. These microscopic organisms, including protozoa, worms, and even certain insects, are not just an issue in developing countries. Despite the general assumption that parasites are more of a third world problem, they are a reality here too. We've been conditioned to think we're immune in developed countries, yet millions of us unknowingly live with them. We're living in a state of oblivion, which puts us at a great disadvantage against parasites. In regions like Africa, Asia, and Latin America, traditional medicine often incorporates annual parasite cleanses as part of a regular health care routine. In countries like the US and Canada, however, we never pause to consider parasites because we think we're safe. Yet the truth is, parasites don't discriminate by borders. They are present in all corners of the world. Parasites can enter our bodies in more ways than most of us realize. Contaminated food and water are common sources, so meat, fish, and fresh produce that may have not been properly washed or prepared. Drinking water that you might not even think could be contaminated. If you eat out often, you can be pretty sure you have parasites. Parasites can also spread through inadequate sanitization. So, poor hand washing habits after using the bathroom, especially in public, or from holding or handling soil, pets, or other animals that carry parasites. Children are especially vulnerable because they're often playing outside, touching things, and often putting their hands or toys in their mouth or their nose, which can introduce parasites. And then there are more subtle sources like bug bites. Mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas can all transmit certain types of parasites depending on where you live or travel. Even something as simple as walking barefoot outdoors can be a risk if you lived in an area where parasites are present in the soil. When you start to think about these everyday exposures, it becomes clear just how easy it can be to pick up these microscopic intruders, even when we're careful. By understanding this, we can take simple precautions, but it also highlights the importance of regular gut health maintenance and rebalancing. Because the reality is, we are all exposed all the time, no matter how careful we are. And I, for me, I don't want to live with anxiety of exposure. I want to play in our creek. I want my kids to run barefoot. I want to eat out occasionally. I want the freedom to live knowing that I am exposed to parasites, we of course take precautionary measures and we soak our produce and we wash our hands. We are still exposed. And so taking precautionary measures is a way that I am able to live with ease, knowing that my family is still protected. So let's talk about how parasites impact our gut health further than just residing in our guts. Our entire health relies on the foundation of our gut. It's not just about supporting digestion, but also about fueling immune function and mental well being. Maintaining a healthy balance of gut bacteria is so important for keeping our body in harmony. But when parasites invade, they disrupt this delicate balance, leading to harmful bacteria overgrowths and nutrient malabsorption. These parasites compete for nutrients that is meant for us, which can lead to deficiencies and symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and a weakened immune system. Parasites also trigger inflammation and can damage your intestinal lining, which further exacerbates a gut imbalance. What's more, this relationship between gut imbalance and parasites is cyclical. So, if your gut is imbalanced, your body becomes more susceptible, creating an ideal environment for parasites to thrive. An imbalanced gut weakens your immune defenses, opening the door for these parasites to flourish. This means it's quite common to become infested with parasites when you have a gut imbalance. And if you have parasites, you almost certainly have a gut imbalance. These imbalances can lead to conditions like leaky gut syndrome, where inflammation makes the intestinal lining permeable. This allows bacteria, yeast, parasites, and their toxins to enter your bloodstream, potentially causing widespread systematic health issues. Beyond just nutrient theft, imbalances also disrupt the digestive system's ability to move food properly, which slows down your digestion and makes it even easier for parasites to establish themselves. One of the biggest misunderstandings about parasites is that there's this idea that you would know if you had them. Many people assume that if you have parasites, you would see worms in your poop. They must be easy and clear to see. But the truth is, most parasites are microscopic, and so often symptoms are mistaken for other common health issues. You could be dealing with parasites without ever seeing obvious signs, and that's exactly what makes them so tricky. So even if you are rebalancing your gut, you can be cleansing parasites without ever seeing them in your stools. I get messages all the time. I'm doing the rebalance. I have so many symptoms that are healing. My skin is clear. My child's skin is smooth. They're not itchy anymore. Their behavior is better. Sleep is better. My child's suddenly talking, but I haven't seen any parasites. This is really common. You will not always see parasites, even if you're cleansing them, because they are microscopic. You have to know parasites can cause a variety of subtle, everyday symptoms that don't immediately scream parasite infection. Persistent bloating, fatigue, skin issues, trouble concentrating, joint pain, and even food sensitivities can all be signs of a parasite or a gut imbalance caused by a parasite. Many people also report digestive discomfort like constipation, gas, or diarrhea, which are often attributed to diet or stress, when really they could actually be related to parasites. Another sign is nutrient deficiencies. Remember, parasites compete with our bodies for nutrients. They feed on the vitamins and the minerals that are meant for us, which can leave us feeling depleted and run down despite a healthy diet. This is why many people with parasites or imbalances feel constantly hungry, or why a child has an actual literal need to breastfeed around the clock, or why you or your child may struggle with cravings like sugar, a lot of dairy, a lot of refined wheats and flours, white flours. Parasites not only rob us of our vitamins and minerals, but they flourish off of refined sugar, wheat, dairy. If you or your child are experiencing symptoms like these, it is very possible you have parasites, a yeast overgrowth, and an imbalance. All of it goes hand in hand. The challenges with these symptoms, with parasites, yeast overgrowth, bacteria overgrowth, and imbalance, is that symptoms can be subtle or attributed to other things. Symptoms are so often treated individually. This means that parasites can live in the body for years without detection. And because symptoms are so similar to a gut imbalance, it can often be hard to know for sure if you have parasites. So, should you test? You certainly can, but it isn't necessary. And so often the testing process actually kills the parasites and they're undetected, which leaves you feeling more confused because you know you have symptoms. This is exactly why regular rebalancing can be so powerful. It not only helps address hidden parasites, but it also strengthens your gut's natural defenses so they're less likely to make a return, which leads beautifully into the steps you can take to cleanse parasites, protect, and restore your microbiome. If you have just listened to this whole episode and you're feeling unclear, you know you have symptoms, you know your child has symptoms, but is it parasites? Is it a yeast overgrowth? Is it bacteria? It's probably all of it. But even if it's just one of them, it doesn't matter if you heal right. And there's a lot you need to know here because traditional over the counter anti-parasitic medications contain ingredients that are very harsh on your gut microbiome. They're designed to kill parasites, but the ingredients are very harmful to your beneficial bacteria. This means they end up wiping out much of your good bacteria in your gut, leaving you with a deeper microbiome imbalance. So, even if the anti-parasitic medication removes parasites temporarily, it can create an environment where they are more likely to come right back or where other health issues arise due to the lack of beneficial bacteria. This is why I will be here singing about rebalancing for the rest of my life, because rebalancing supports your body in a more holistic, sustainable way. Instead of targeting only the parasites, rebalancing focuses on restoring harmony within your entire gut microbiome. It not only kills the parasites, but also harmful bacteria, yeast, mold, and fungus, while preserving and strengthening the beneficial bacteria that protects and supports your overall health. For my family, rebalancing has become a cornerstone in our health routine. By preventatively rebalancing our gut annually and following the daily maintenance dosing in between, we have seen such profound changes in our overall wellness. Instead of treating symptoms or chasing quick fixes, we focus on building a strong, balanced microbiome that can support us through all kinds of health challenges. Rebalancing doesn't just protect us from parasites. It strengthens our digestion, it boosts our immunity, it enhances our vitality. Because again, no matter how mindful we are all exposed to parasites and imbalance all the time. If you're ready to start rebalancing yourself or your family, I recommend the Women's and Children's Gut Rebalance Kits, along with a bar of wash, soap, and a bottle of Relieve Healing Gel. It is definitely ideal to rebalance your whole family at the same time, but if finances are a concern, focus on healing the person who is struggling most. Heal them first and then work your way through your family. Really quick, I'm going to share with you how these products work together so you can visualize. So the rebalance is going to heal your body internally. Again, it's going to kill the parasites, bad bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, while restoring your good bacteria. Wash soap. You're going to use this for both hand washing and body washing in the shower. It's designed to kill harmful bacteria and parasites while leaving your good microbiome to flourish. For Relieve, if you notice pinworms, apply Relieve to your anal area morning and night. Pinworms surface at night to lay their eggs, which causes itching. Applying Relieve is going to soothe that itching and also kill the eggs and any pinworms that come into contact with it. Taking these steps empowers you to safeguard your family's health naturally, building strength and resilience from the inside out. Here's to taking charge of our wellness in ways that nourish, support, and heal from the foundation. Thank you for joining me in today's episode of Follow Your Gut. If we don't know each other, I'm Juniper Bennett. I'm a homeschooling mama to my 4 children, a dedicated microbiome specialist, certified family health coach, author of the Microbiome Cookbook, and the founder of Only Organics, a supplement and education brand focused on women and children's gut health. Make sure to subscribe to the Nourished newsletter so you never miss an episode. Along with everything else mentioned in today's episode, there is a link for you to subscribe right below in the show notes. Lastly, it's important for you to know that the information shared on this podcast is based on my personal experiences and research. Please always trust your own inner voice of wisdom and your healthcare professional. Until next time.